All right, let's jump right in. What if I told you that a single 30-minute conversation could become your entire marketing system? And I mean everything. Website copy, emails, video scripts, social media, the whole shebang. Today, we're going to break down an incredible framework that turns your own natural voice into your most powerful marketing asset.
But first, let's talk about a problem I am pretty sure we've all felt. You ever sit down in front of that blank screen, that blinking cursor, trying to write about your own business, and your mind just goes completely blank? You know your stuff inside and out, right? You could talk about it for hours, but the second you have to type it out, it all just falls apart. It's this super frustrating disconnect.
And this isn't just a feeling, it is a massive, massive time sink. Just listen to marketing expert Damon Nelson. He says that to build out a complete sales page with all the pieces that go with it, that's a 2 to 3 week job for him, minimum. For one of his first projects, it took him almost a month. That is a colossal amount of time and energy just to get your own story out into the world.
So, what's going on here? Why is it so hard? Well, this gets us right to the core of the problem, and luckily, a beautifully simple solution. The issue, really, is a psychological barrier that most experts have. When you sit down at a keyboard, you're not in your natural element. All the passion, the stories, that real human stuff, it's so hard to get it onto the page. Your brain literally switches from storyteller mode to writer mode, and that's where all the magic just gets lost.
And this quote right here, it gives us such a powerful insight. The solution isn't to suddenly become a better writer overnight. It's to lean into a skill you have already mastered perfectly, just talking. Like Damon says, we weren't born with typewriters, we were born with a voice. This whole method is about tapping into that natural, universal ability to just speak. And that's where your most authentic marketing material is hiding.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but does it actually work? Let's look at an amazing real-world case study that proves just how effective this is. Damon calls it his lunch store.
This timeline is just staggering. So Damon takes his son, who wants to start his own marketing agency, out to lunch. At noon, he starts a casual interview, asking him some very specific questions and just recording it on his phone. They get back to the office around 1 p.m. And get this, by 1:30 p.m., just 30 minutes later, his son had a complete, professionally written agency website up and running.
And the foundation for all of it? Just one. Single conversation.
From that one source of truth, not weeks of painful rewriting, just one focused conversation, look at everything they got. It didn't just create a website, it generated email follow-up sequences, 10 professional video scripts for his son to go and record, and a massive brain dump of social media ideas. It was a complete, ready-to-go marketing system, all born from that one chat.
So, how does this magic actually happen? Now that we've seen what's possible, let's break down the surprisingly simple AI-powered workflow that turns that conversation into actual marketing assets.
It really boils down to these 4 steps. First, you do the interview using a specific 10-question framework. Second, you get a transcript of it using a tool like Zoom or Otter.ai. Third, you feed that raw transcript into an AI tool like Google's NotebookLM, which basically acts like a personal AI that learns from your documents. And finally, you use that AI model, which now deeply understands your business, to generate your entire marketing suite.
The absolute heart of this entire system, the secret sauce really, is the interview itself. It's not just a random chat. It's a strategic framework of 10 questions that are engineered to pull out the essential story, the unique value, and the core passion of any business.
So, the framework starts by laying the foundation. You begin with a customer-focused elevator pitch, just to get that core message right. Then you dig into the origin story, because that aha moment is what makes the business feel human and relatable. And crucially, you ask about the personal struggle, because sharing that vulnerability is how you build real empathy and connection with people. Next, you focus on defining the tangible value. You ask what makes the business different to really zero in on its unique selling proposition. Then you explore the customer's pain points, because the best marketing isn't about features. It's about that before and after transformation you provide. And finally, you gather the proof, the metrics, the testimonials, the case studies that make your claims totally believable.
The final questions get into the engine of the business. You talk about pricing to understand the mechanics. You explore what happens after the sale because that's where trust and loyalty are really built. Then you tap into the emotional core by asking about the long-term vision, the big why behind it all. And you always end with a catch-all question, is there anything I missed? This is your secret weapon. You would not believe the golden nuggets that emerge from that one question.
So when you put all this together,
What you have isn't just a new tactic. It's a complete reimagining of how marketing content even gets created in the first place.
And this right here really gets to the heart of the shift. The old way is slow, it's frustrating, and it often leads to this generic copy that feels totally disconnected from the real passion of the business. It's all about writer's block and weeks of work. The new way, it's fast, it's authentic, and it's complete. It starts with a simple conversation, captures your genuine voice, and delivers an entire suite of marketing materials in a tiny fraction of the time.
Ultimately, the best marketing copy you will ever have isn't something you need to invent. It's already there, inside you, just waiting to be told. So the only question left is, what story is waiting inside your business?